Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's your girl Tamaar Stitches. If you are joining us for the first time, please like, subscribe and press the notification bell to get all our videos once we upload. Stay tuned while we start today's training. Today we'll be drafting basic body pattern. So the measurement we'll be requiring today is shoulder, bust, waist, hip and the full length of the blouse we're drafting. So let's get started. If you're joining for the first time, don't forget to press the notification bell to always get our videos once we upload. Like and subscribe to our channel, please. So now, this is the body, this is the pattern paper I'm using. I've folded it into two. So I'm using the fullest part of the body, which is the hip, to divide by 2 and add allowance to get the exact material I'll be using. So the exact I'm using here is 12.5 plus allowance. So now I'm going to be inserting marking my measurement now. So the shoulder is 8, which is 16 divided by 2 is 8. Mark it here. Then coming down to the armhole, I'm using the same 8, but I'll be adding ½ inch, so 8, because I will be removing ½ inch on top here as the shoulder slant. Okay. Then from there, I can now get my bust point. My bust point here is 10. The waist I'm working with, that's half length, is 16. And the full length is 25 plus 1 inch allowance, so I can hem it down very well. So let me draw out our vertical lines. So here we'll call it the chest line. This chest line, which is also the armhole, and this is the bust point, and this is the waist, and this is the hip. If I was to remove some basic part, I would have put the under bust, but for now I'm not doing busting, I'm just doing ordinary basic body pattern. Next we'll get down our armhole. Okay, connect it here. Then the slant. Now we have to insert our neck measurement. So I'm using 3 inches. The neck depth I'm using here. For the back I'm using 1 inch. For the front I'm using 3 inches. So here I'm going to be marking the 2. Then box it out. Square it out. So I use this my curve ruler here. I have this here. Okay, hope it's clear. So next line, I'm going to take my shoulder slant, which is already ½ inch. Connect it to the neckline. So this is it. I've connected my shoulder slant. Mark the 2 neckline I want, the front and the back. Now I'll be inserting my bust measurement. So let me insert the bust measurement. The bust measurement I'm using here is 10 inches. So I insert my 10 inches here, and I move it back to the bust point still, same measurement. Okay, so now I have to connect my armhole. But because this is the front, I'm going to be coming in here by ½ inch by the armhole, because the armhole, the front is always deeper than the back. So I'll be connecting it like this. Here, my armhole. Then I'll come to the waist. The waist I'm using here is 8 inches. 8 inches. And the hip I'm using here is 11 inches. So I'm going to be joining all my marks together. That's it. So now I'm going to be adding 2 things. I can decide to add my allowance here, or when I'm cutting the clothes, I will add the allowance there. So anyone you would prefer to do is okay by me. So this is our basic pattern, but remember, when you come to this edge, in order to avoid this edge looking sharp, you have to curve it in. So most times you go in by up by 1.5 inch or 2 inches. So I'll go in by 2 inches here. You can see what I'm doing. And I'll curve it in. Curve it in. Curve this in here. Okay. So I'm going to cut it out now. So here is the basic body pattern I've already cut. Is the pattern. So I'm going to be inserting my dart now. I fold it back in. So to insert my dart now, I need to get the bust to bust span measurement, which here is, I'm using 4 inches, because this bust to bust measurement here is 8 inches. Divide by 2 will give you 4 inches. So I'll be inserting from the bust point. From the bust point, you come down by 1/2 inch. So I will be inserting 4 inches here, all the way down to 2 inches after the hip. 2 to 3 inches after the hip. So I'm using 3 inches after the hip, then 1/2 inch before the bust point. So then the waistline. Here is it. So now I'll be taking 1 inch for the dart allowance. So I'm taking 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch by the other side. On the both side, I take 1/2 inch. Now I'll join them out. I'll join it to the point here. Join the other one. So now this is my dart allowance. I've already inserted it. So I'm going to use this front to cut the back. Okay, so here's my front basic pattern, and this is the back. So the difference between the two now is that the back has a zip allowance. You can see the zip allowance here. I marked. You can mark between 1 inch, 1.5, or 2 inches, but best, yeah, it depends on what you're sewing. Can get up to 2 inches, even 2.5, depends. But what I'm using here is just 1 inch zip allowance. So all I'll need to do now is to transfer my dart from the front to the back. How do I do that? I can use pins. I put pins in the basic dart marks. Like here now, I can transfer it like this. easier to do it like this. The dart, the front dart and the back has only one difference. The starting point of the dart at the back is longer. So now I'll now trace it back at the other parts. So the pins are here, here, and here. So now I'll remove up, press it down to the back. So I'll now join them. And this is the waist. So this is where it stops. But now for the back, we have to extend the dart to the armhole length because it's the back, while the front remains ½ inch before the bust point. So now I'll take it up by 2½ inches. So those are the difference in the darts. Take it up. But it still maintains the same ½ inch. 1 inch is the dart I'm using here. So ½ inch on this side, ½ inch on the other side. And now join them with your ruler. Very easy. I'm going to cut now the neck of the front because we are using 3 inches and the neck depth. Because I already cut the front armhole less than half, so I have to replace it back at the back armhole. The front is always deeper than the back, so this is the back. It has some allowance. This is the front. So thank you for watching. Please press the notification bell to always get our videos once we upload. If this has been very helpful to you, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. It's your girl Tamaar Stitches. Stay safe.